Wednesday nights.
Facebook watch parties are welcome.
If you found out that someone you used to date changed their gender, what would you do and how would you feel? If you found out, I'm repeating. If you found, hold on. Wait a minute. No. Hold on, you don't set me up.
15 minutes with DJ Countryman and Rudi Lickwood.
And in the room now, he's been waiting for how many weeks? How many weeks has this guy been waiting? I know the whole room. I bet you there's comments in the room for this one. There's comments. Peter is next. Is he there? Everybody has been waiting for this battle. This is a battle that everybody has been waiting to see. It's the yes/no game.
You ain't started yet, have you?
It's the yes/no game.
Yeah, but you ain't started yet.
It is the yes/no game.
Go on then.
You cannot say yes. You cannot say no. You're not allowed to repeat. Okay? And you're not allowed to stall. You're not allowed to pause. It's a fluid conversation that has to take place. And the game begins the moment I leave.
Peter, what? Things are good. Things are good. Things are good. Things are good. He said it twice. I am the champion.
He's gone.
That's America. You sure? Well, last time I checked on Google.
No bother with it. No bother with it. No bother with it.
Yeah, man. Good morning, people. How you doing? I watched the program like 3 times last night, and I'll tell you the truth. I had to watch it like 3 times. I was like, oh my God. They must show the thing, man. They must show the thing. They must thing.
And I watched the thing, and I watched the thing, and I watched the thing, and you know, yes, I overslept. But no, I lie. You know what I mean? I could have lied. I could have come here and said, you know what I mean? Something happened. But I gotta tell you the truth. I lied. But I lied to you. Tell me, say, we get up late this morning. We get up late. So, Coco, you caught the program, yeah? Black British funny last night. All right. So you guys enjoyed that, yeah? Good. I'm gonna do something that I don't often do, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send someone an invite, right, to come and join me this morning, right? Hi, Rudy. Hope you're well. Well gutted that you're not here in Chelmsford this evening. Hopefully, see you when this crap is done. Yeah, that's because Thursday I was meant to be working. I couldn't go to work on Thursday. I could not go to work on Thursday, believe it or not. Because, right, my the car that I'm currently using is my mum's car, right? Mine got totaled. And so I've been using my mum's car to get up and down the motorway and what have you. And someone actually stole the catalytic converter, which is part of the exhaust, right? And within it, there's platinum in the catalytic converter. So that means that your exhaust sounds like a motorbike. I've just sent someone an invitation. I wonder if they're going to accept it and come and check me this morning, right? I will know. I'm not going to mention their names. I will know in a minute. And it meant that I could not drive the car. I had to order an exhaust. £500 and odd that cost me. £500 and odd. So that little work that you lot heard me say that I did. I had to end up spending that money on getting the exhaust repaired. And life throws you curveballs, man. Life throws you curveballs. Just when you think everything is all right, and then all of a sudden you get a curveball. Was so good seeing you on mainstream television last night, Rudy. Boy, well, it was good being a part of it, to be honest with you, because there's so many people who got missed out. You know, so many. Marcus Simmons got missed out. Roger D got missed out. Miles Crawford got missed out. So many people got missed out that it was. But then the thing is, he had an hour in which to try to get as much information across, and which was great for me. What was great was that people could now understand that it's not just a case of being bitter. That there is a glass ceiling, but I'm very much aware that the glass ceiling for is across the board. It's across the board, isn't it? Really, for everyone. Richard pointed out that when it hit him, it's so easy to become bitter and twisted about the whole thing, wondering why me, why me, why me, why me. You know, I didn't realize that it was actually 20 years, a 20-year gap since Richard did his show, and then it was, oh, he's accepted it. He's accepted it. Well. So I'm going to be joined this morning by a good mate, a good friend of mine. Go way back. So give a big shout out to Paul Walsh.
What are you putting me on this time of morning? You're going to scare everybody. They're going to be spitting out their cornflakes. People ain't.
I don't think they'll be spitting out their cornflakes, P. I don't think so, though. Rigging, no, you've grown the old chinny beard bit, ain't you?
Yeah, it's all part of the great plan for world domination.
Is that what it is? Oh my God, you're looking like Peter Terry. God damn it! Look at you.
If he looks like me, he's a lucky guy.
Both of you got that long chinny chin bit, but yeah.
I'm doing this. You know, this is all part of the new image.
Is it? Is that going to be the new image? Yeah.
Yeah.
A look of like, oh, I've got a bit of wisdom in me. You know, I've got one of these. I've got one of these. I'll tell you something. There's one thing I can't grow is facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot grow it for the life of me, mate. No matter how much I try. If I try to grow facial hair, it just grows in, like, you know, when you got grass, right, and it grows in patches.
Yeah.
That's how my facial hair grows, man.
Mine's pretty even. When it's really short, it's really white. It don't look too bad. But when it gets a bit longer, there's sort of a little bit grey. The funny thing is, just this little bit here in the middle, there's nothing there. I could never have been a fascist dictator because there's nothing there to grow into the little Charlie Chaplin moustache. It'd be completely bald if I went that way.
Okay. One second. I've got a call from Northampton coming in. Hello.
Good morning. Can I please speak to Mr. Ross?
Yeah, who am I speaking to?
Hello, it's Leah calling from Online Automotive. Just in regards to your recent order, including the catalytic converter.
Yes.
Just calling to see if you'd be interested in our free cat collection recycling service, where if you are having trouble recycling your old catalytic converter, we can collect.
Yeah, but you only want the catalytic converter because you're hoping to find that you can get the platinum out of it, so you can make more money out of it than I would. Not because you really care.
Okay, sir. So that's something that you don't want to go ahead with?
Well, not for the reasons that you slyly are phoning me up to find out if you can make extra money out of me. No, not really. But it will be sorted. But thank you very much for giving me the call.
More than welcome. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye. See how people stay. I don't know if you heard earlier on, Paul. I mentioned that the catalytic converter got nicked. Yeah. And the people who just now supplied me with the exhaust are calling me up to find out whether or not I will give them the old one. They're not telling me the value of it though.
No, they go because they're expensive. They're like could be 3-4. I don't know how much. 3-4 could be up to £700 or more for one of those converters on certain cars. And
no, that's not, but that's only if you replace it right with the original catalytic converter. Yeah. Whereas what I ended up doing was I got one that didn't have any platinum in it. So that brought the price right down to about £269, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a lot of money just for a little bit of metal.
Yeah, but then you had to also get the what's it called? It's called this sensor thing, Lambda sensor.
Yeah, Lambda sensor.
Yeah, and then the Lambda sensor is what pushed the price back up again. But they think they're smart, you know, about their phoning me, talking about, oh, would you like us to get rid of it for you? You know, we'll collect it free of charge.
Collect it free, yeah.
Yeah. So they're prepared to drive all the way from Northampton, yeah, to come and pick it up because they know there's so much money in it. They're not telling me that there's money in it, though. They're not telling me. Yeah, the most fear send me is Father Christmas. Come get him a present, Trevor. Oh yeah, look at that. Someone's calling you Papa Smurf. Look at that, Papa Smurf. LOL. That's Donna.
I ain't got my blue hat today to complete the outfit for her. I'll do it another time.
Yeah, somebody's calling you a paedophile, Captain Birdseye.
Gets me out of babysitting duties, though. Don't worry about that.
Do you see that? Denise? He's quick, isn't he? He's quick. He's on the mark. 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 Oh God. Yep. Some people did think it was Peter at first, looking at you. They've all heard your voice. They've all heard your comments, but now they've actually get to see you. God damn it!
If Peter looks like me, he must have had a serious shock.
Morning, Mags. How you doing, babes? You all right, girl? You all right? So are you waiting on a fare, Paul? You waiting on a fare?
Yeah, I've got a few hours to go. Yeah, it's very, very slow.
Okay.
I got about 10 o'clock last night, so I've had a nice little. Slept about 7 hours last night. Only about 2 or 3 more hours to go, and then I might even actually earn some money today.
Oh bloody hell, man!
Very.
So where are you currently? Are you down? Where are you? Are you Marylebone Road? Where are you?
No, I'm sitting up at Heathrow.
Oh, you're up Heathrow?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So that means you must be in a long queue, bruv.
Yeah, you can see out there. There's all the cabs all out there waiting. There's about 200 odd cabs here at the moment, waiting for a job. They're going to be here for minimum 12 hours.
Whoa! So wait, but are the flights in Heathrow quite in and out? Isn't there quite a few?
It's funny because a lot of the flights got cancelled. A lot of the flights. There was a flight came in yesterday from South Africa, from Cape Town, landed at 6:30 yesterday morning. There were 36 people on that flight.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what it's like, 20, 30 people on the flights, it's strange because I had to fly up to Manchester on Sunday and Terminal 5 was absolutely heaving and my flight was over 2/3 full.
Whoa.
But in general, on the long haul flights, the business people, no one's moving anywhere. A lot of those flights across the Atlantic, there might only be 10 people on them.
Whoa. So that means that the aviation industry must be going through a massive shock at the moment.
Yeah. They've closed 2 of the terminals here. Terminal 3 and Terminal 4 are closed, and they're not going to be opening up for another year, 18 months. It's that quiet.
Which is an indication of the global economic situation that we're now finding ourselves in when we look at the bigger issue, isn't it, Paul?
That's right. People don't want to fly. People are scared to fly, which is strange because they'll stick them all into a plane, but they won't open a theatre and let you perform. So it's very strange.
I can imagine. I mean, there's been. I can't remember. I read something somewhere that there was complaints actually that there were certain theatres that have been allowed to be opened. It was being compared with something with another industry. I can't remember what it was. Oh God, it slipped my tongue. It slipped my tongue. But yeah, it just shows basically that things are on a mash. I mean, I'm waiting for an economic crash right about now. I mean, they're not showing us the figures yet. But I'm actually waiting for house prices are going to drop. The value of businesses, the stock value is going to drop. There's going to be an absolute catastrophe. Any day, any moment, everything's gonna be hit. Everything's gonna be hit. God. So we are in turmoil, mate. We are in turmoil. But never mind, man. You're doing a comedy course, aren't you, my friend?
I am, yeah. I've got my showcase on Monday night, so unfortunately, I won't be tuning in to see you Monday.
Yeah, yeah. Because that was actually the show that I wanted to book you on as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's.
I was actually hoping to sit down and have a proper little chinwag with you. Do you know what I mean? But we won't go into that because we'll save that for another time. Because I definitely want to get you on Keep It Real. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you on Keep It Real? Get people to sit down and find out how I really, really know you. You know what I mean? Because you're someone I'll go.
Oh, some of those stories can't be published. You do, as long as we both remember that.
Listen, mate, you're getting a bit close. You're getting a bit close. You're getting a bit close. Do you know what I mean? Mine out. I got my finger on the trigger, mate. I got my finger on the trigger. But anyway, Paul, it's good talking to you, man. And we're going to talk soon, yeah?
Yeah, we'll talk soon. And if you need a lift anywhere, I'll keep the meter off.
Okay, cheers, bro. Laters. That was Paul Walsh, good friend of mine, man. Good friend of mine. I thought I'd bring him in, give him a little chat. Do you know what I mean? Might as well. We might as well. I mean, I haven't got anything prepared this morning. As I said, I was up yesterday just watching the whole show. Leisha, my mum works at Heathrow and is on furlough. She's nearing retirement. Pray for redundancy for her. Lord of mercy, my prayer for her, yes. My prayer for her, yes. Grab all of that redundancy and run with it. Run with it, man. Take that money, boy. Take that money, put it down. You know, use it for other things, man. There's so many other things that you could do with that money right now. And not only that, but she deserves a rest, Lucrece. Leisha, she deserves a rest, man. I mean, for what our parents have been putting up with, you know. Oh my God. Yep. So some of you now know that I've been in the game for 35 years. 35 years. Slim's been in it for what, 25? Angie's been in it for 35. And yeah, as you saw, basically with our youth have navigated the old glass ceiling. Yep. They've navigated. And yes, Denise, I know you never said it. Yes, I know you never said it. But from the time you mentioned Captain Birdseye, all right, there is a link when you mention a name like that to paedophilia, right? It was always a joke that we used to use that Captain Birdseye had all them boys on the boat and stuff like that, and there were no females around. You know what I mean? It's a massive concern. It's a massive concern. But then at the same time, I ask myself, should it really be a concern? Because if those boys were surrounded by, if those boys, right, had a female captain, right, would people associate it with paedophilia? You know, I know that women are more nurturing than men. I get it. But sometimes I kind of think that that's where, oh, stranger, how you doing, Hugh? Blessings, bruv. Blessings. Sometimes I kind of feel that men kind of miss out on the emotional side of things for the simple reason that we're not allowed to express emotions. Because not all men who grab up and love and hug boys and that are necessarily pedophiles. You know, I mean, it was the same thing to a certain degree when it came to Michael Jackson, and he had those kids in his bedroom. If that Michael Jackson was a female, would they have, if Michael Jackson was Madonna, would people have thought the same thing? Wow, really? Yeah, yes, girl. It has been 35 years. I'm going to send some. This is going to be a random day today. I'm looking forward to this. I'm also going to send somebody else. I'm going to send somebody else an invite to come and just come in this morning, just say a quick hello. What we'll do is we'll do like quick hellos this morning. Yeah. And when I send it, I'm going to see if they're going to accept it. Right. So I've sent out another invite to someone. I'm not going to say who it is. They will find out who they are. Just to pop in and say, hello, good morning. Let's see if it's going to be accepted. This will be good. Somebody's just popped in that I've wanted to talk to for a very long time. I'm going to find out whether or not the invite is going to be accepted. So there's no prep. This is just random. Sometimes it's good to do something a little different, don't you think? I think that's the beauty of Rudi Lickwood Rants, is that I'm not stuck to any kind of oh, it's got to be this way, it's got to be that way, it's got to be this way, it's got to be that way. I mean, when I spoke to Ultravision, they made it clear to me that there are certain things that cannot be spoken about and can be spoken about, and I thought, what? Starting to feel as though I'm back on the TV where they're saying to me what I can talk about and what I can't talk about. But never mind. Slim, Richard, and Gina performed at the Weekender. SL used to be on. Oh, of the organizers back in the day. Richard, Slim, and Gina have been on everything, darling. They have been on everything. I never got a chance to say how many lovely women are in the R&B crew. No, you never, mate. No, you never got a chance. Never mind, man. Pioneer, remember? Yeah, they actually used the word pioneer, Joy. Oh, I know. I was quite surprised when they used that word pioneer. But it was good. It was good, and it was great that you guys got to see John Smith as well. And I don't know if you lot remember, but you guys were actually privy to when that program was going to be put together in the first place. I got a call in the morning. Can you remember? It was right on this show. I got a call asking me if I would be on it, and I told you like that you had a scoop. I told you had a scoop. Morning. I've sent out two invites. Right? I've sent out 2 invites to 2 people to come and join me. It's going to be interesting to see if they're going to take it. No, I'm not accepting any calls. I know I just now got a call from someone who I sent an invite to. No calls are being accepted. You either accept it or you don't. That's fine, right? All you got to do is click on it, follow it, do what it tells you to do, and you will find yourself in the studio. And I know everybody's educated enough and got enough intelligence to work out what you need to do. If you haven't got Google Chrome, right, in which to put it in, the link into, then that's the reason why you can't get on. Otherwise to that, there should be no reason why you can't get on. But yeah, come and join me. Just come in and say hello. It'd be good if you do that, yeah? So what was you mentioning? Yeah, that you guys actually... Good morning, Desi. How you doing, bruv? Grand Risings, Carol. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. What was I saying again? Mentioned that they called me a pioneer, which is true. Oh, Denise says, nice to finally put a face to Paul's name. Yeah, you've all got faces, believe it or not. I know everyone sees names, but yeah, you've all got faces. It's something you're born with. But yeah, it was really interesting. It was an interesting program to watch that journey. I found I don't know, Eddie was quite quiet, wasn't he, Mr. Nesta? I guess once you put the real McCoy, it says everything on there, really. I guess that represents him without having to say a word, I guess. But I think the main thing was that you all got to see Dipsy, who was the one who created the black comedy circuit itself, up and down and throughout the country. Yeah. But like I said, the way that came about, it came about through the BB crew and the posse, who were first of all going up and down the country. And it was on the back of the real of the posse and the BB crew that the circuit was actually created. Morning all, God, somebody's written a whole entire paragraph. Morning all, still in hospital with mum who's doing well. They tried to make her sign a DNR. Do not resuscitate order in front of me. They are so fucking very strange. The first interaction with her consultant, can you believe that? She shook mum awake at 10 a.m. after mum just got to sleep as a schizophrenic next to her was screaming all night. I want to die. I'm really feeling this already. My poor mum was out of it in a deep sleep and the doctor shook her awake to ask that. I've involved the patient's advice liaison. There is a blanket wickedness going on in our hospitals. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's deep. Because the thing is that when it comes to our old age citizens who are especially in homes, you know, any little death they're attributing to COVID, as we know. And the sad thing is that people are not getting the treatment that they deserve because of the pandemic and the direction in which powers that be wish to take us. You know, this cashless society is getting closer and closer and closer, as you all know. We're linking that with the vaccine, and we've discovered that if anybody was watching Wednesday's show, we've discovered that within the vaccine, there are going to be nanites. Did I use the correct word? Somebody might be able to put the correct word. Which will form, which will then become like you'll become like a transmitter, yeah, which will link you up to oh God, what's the name? Bitcoin currency. Yeah, are we going down a rabbit hole that people don't want to go down? Let's see if numbers drop off. Let's see if those numbers drop off now. Yeah, which will then link you to Bitcoins, you know, that currency that they're going to want to use. Yeah, so in other words, it will mean that instead of your birth certificate now saying that the state owns you, all right, you're a member of the state, and once you get your birth certificate, that links you to the value of the country. There's all this. It's a deep rabbit hole. I know it's a deep one. I know there's going to be people who are saying you're a conspiracy theorist, you're all this, you're spreading fear. I'm not spreading no fear. I'm just opening up the bloody hole, mate. That's all I'm doing, so that we can make this hole bigger instead of it just being a little rabbit hole. You know what I mean? I want it to be big. I want it to be big. You know what I mean? So that people can actually look down the hole and see what these motherfuckers are doing or what they're attempting to do. So the whole point of the comedy and stuff like that is to be able to push back. They gave me that. That's what I loved when they said that. They allowed me to on the program last night. They allowed me to link the cultural differences that exist within the black community, because even though we are black, we are not all the same. And that we do have different ways of thinking and different ways of approaching things, so we don't all think the same, which is great. Oh, it has been accepted. Well done. So this morning, I'm also going to now be joined by somebody that I admire, somebody that I've been watching and listening to for a very long time now. Miss Bella Blake. How you doing, Bella?
Good morning, Trouble.
Oh yeah, I can't be trouble now.
Listen, I don't expect to get these kind of invites in the morning. You
I
understand?
know, because we've all got our morning face on. I know how it feels, babe.
I'm only on my second coffee and
Is
fag.
it?
Yeah.
You're on your second coffee and fag. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen, girl, I haven't even had a coffee. The thing is, if it wasn't for my daughter, I sent her a long text last night. But if it wasn't for my daughter, I think I would have still been asleep because she had to go to school. So she came in to say, bye, Dad. And I was like, oh my God, if she's saying bye, yeah, if she's saying bye, that means that 8:15 has gone. That means that 8:15 is. I'm good. I'm good. I was very pleased with the show last night. And the way in which Mo showed his journey, as well as the journey of the UK comedy circuit, black comedy circuit as a whole. I thought it was a good little history lesson. You know, it's all in my book. My book is being written as we talk about it so far. But how are you this morning?
I'm all right. Just like, okay, it's Friday. This is the last one of the Friday. This is the day, and come weekend, you know what I mean? But what? Come weekend and what? From midnight tonight, we're on tier 2. Please.
That's true. Yes, darling. Tier 2, them say. You know.
Yeah,
so,
it's a madness.
Of course it's a madness. Of course it's a madness. But like I said, it just feels as though they're tightening the screws and forcing everybody into a corner where you've got no choice but to accept their will. You know, because tier 2 now means that we're all up for fines if we don't comply.
If we're not complicit.
Yeah.
If we don't do, if we don't follow the regs, why am I allowing you to tell me that I can't see particular members of my family because we don't live together, and because, you know, everything's different for each and everybody, you understand?
I hear that.
The thing is, I don't understand why well, I do and I don't. We're behaving in the way that we are being led to believe we have to, because we are being told by the powers that be that this is what we must do to remain safe. But my thing is, okay, I'll be really stupid here and say, if you want to keep me safe, you're labeling me as in the what do you call it, minority bracket, which is very big now, very, very big. So we're now called BAME, and you put me in that category and you're saying that I'm at risk. So why are you not protecting me better?
That's true.
Why don't you say that I'm not allowed out on certain days? How about that? And white people, non-BAME people, have to be out on the road on their own without any of us there. But you can't do that, can you?
No.
That's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. I mean, they're even saying that casual sex is now illegal.
Wow.
Yes. They're saying that casual sex is illegal again for 2 people who don't live together in tier 2 and tier 3. This is what's within these tiers. Casual sex is gone.
I haven't seen all that in-depth things there about that, but that can't work. That really can't work.
Well, the thing is, they've thrown it down. They've actually thrown it down. They've said it. I mean, it's here staring us in the face. It's here staring us in the face.
You think people will really follow it?
Well, the thing is that they've gate crashed a wedding. Look at that. They've gate crashed a wedding whereby hold on, I've actually got something here. There you go. Casual sex is illegal again for 2 people who don't live together in tiers 2 and tier 3. Right? The new tier 3 lockdown system revealed by Boris Johnson this week has made it illegal for casual sex with someone from a different household. One thing I want to know is how they're going to know. Do you know what I mean?
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now they're going to follow everybody.
Yeah, well, the thing is that they got facial recognition, haven't they? They got the facial recognition cameras, that are bearing down on everyone. Yeah. So they can monitor people's movement. I don't know if it's going to get to a point where they're going to have a system that's so well designed that if two people from two different households connect, that it lets off some sort of alarm or something that says, "Oh my God, look, two people are linking up, two people are linking up." You know what I mean? It's it's really bad. It is really is.
I mean, in the bigger scheme of things, for me, my concerns are with people that have, and to be fair, even if you didn't have any mental health issues, you're likely to get some now, because you're going to be so prone. You're just constantly worried about, oh, can I do, can I that, can I do, can I that? I have no clue how people that have existing OCD are coping, because an agoraphobics, no matter how much they must have gone, nobody can't force me outside now under lockdown. They're actually going to have other issues that they're going to have to deal with.
I think that's another underlining thing that has skipped people. You know, the agoraphobics. You've got the mentally ill. You've got all these other people suffering, and you know, what sort of help are they getting? I mean, as Tina mentioned this morning, the way that they're treating people in hospital now, they're not really giving them any real care. It's more a case of just wanting to add to their numbers of deaths and what have you.
You have to be very, very, very careful. Very careful. We are going to have an aftermath influx, which is already starting to rise by the month, of young to elder people with mental health issues.
Yeah, I mean, a friend of mine, John Ryan, he talks about mental health. In fact, he uses comedy as a tool to talk about mental health, and he's written quite an extensive bit on it. If people look up John Ryan, they can actually go on his page. But I'm going to be a little bit selfish at the moment, right? Bella, tell us what you do. Tell us what you do. Tell us about your Zoom stuff. Tell us.
Well,
come on, tell us.
Years and years and years and years ago, I used to do radio. I used to host a chat show, and basically it was called Bella Bites Back, where I was just like basically doing what you're doing, ranting. I was doing it on the radio. I did it with a couple of radio stations. I have to give thanks to my resting in peace now brothers, Mikey and Fox. They started me off on this, really. Mikey was paramount in getting me on the radio. I used to get on his show and just moan. So he said to me, "Just do your own show." So he put moaning. And plus, you know, the men that like to say women just sit down and we're always gassing, we're always this, that. So come on, we need it. So I did it, and it was good. It was great, lovely. And then it got, over the years, I had other outside influences, personal issues, stuff, you know, family stuff that I had to take as a priority. So I stopped doing the radio. However, I've always been in the background doing something and supporting people and doing whatever I can. So my thing was, during this time, why have I been so late in getting on to Zoom, using it and doing something out there? So I just decided that, you know what, let me pick up my backside and just do something. So my focus is around doing and not so much talk.
That's what I like about you. That's what I love about you.
Well, I just think, you know, we could talk forever, but we got to do. You know, we will be picking up our tools to march. And who don't like march? Who don't like rebelling? That's me. I'm like that. So I may be old, but when I call that, you know what I mean? My osteoarthritis in my hip will let me go that far to rebel and tell them, say, no, I'm not happy, because it has to be done. We cannot just sit back and allow ourselves to be overwhelmed with so much bad news and nothing about it.
Bad
news. We've got to find our own tools. We've got to support each other. We've got to give thanks and say, who can do. It doesn't matter if you can't, because even if you can't physically do something, your supporting of that is doing.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be in the package deal of the numbers and I've got to. It's just supporting, and you'll
Well,
be
that's the way that I
surprised.
look at it. That's the way I look at it, because like I said, me not march now. I done the marching. I did my marching in the 80s. That's how I look at it. I think it's for the youth them to get up off their backside.
Yeah, and they are. My sons are carrying the torch for me on that.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
I think it's just around everybody really supporting each other properly, not just in talk, but physically doing. And that's what I'm trying to start off. So what you're involved in now, because you're in it, we're going on one path first and foremost, because I asked people, had they done it? And those that hadn't, and some have, and they want to do it again. So we're going to do that. And that's just simple. You're going to love it. But
well, I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? As I said, I got pen and paper out waiting.
Ready? Monday morning. But remember, you're going to have to adjust your timings, because you will not be able to have your daughter waking you up in the morning. You'd have been awake already. Yeah?
Oh, no, I can do that. Trust me, I can do that, because Astrid does an early morning meditational thing, right?
Good.
Where she like cleanses your chakras and everything to prepare you for the day, which is a great way to get the day going. So the getting up early thing doesn't really bother me, to be honest with you. It really doesn't. I'm more than delighted to do that, and it would also prepare me more so for my show. You know, it would sharpen my mind, because as you know, if you get up early, and especially if you have a cold shower and stuff like that, you know, it really does wake you up. Oh yeah, you see, yes, it really does wake you up. I mean, it was something that I used to do before, have early morning cold showers to get my day going. And then because since this lockdown thing is when I've actually stopped doing it. But it's something that I would love to get back to. Good morning, Belinda. How you doing, darling? Nice to see you in the room. Nice to see you in the room. So I thought I'd just bring you on, allow people to get to know you, get to see you, possibly engage with you a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Have you become part of this journey? So are you prepared to tell them a bit more about what it is that you're actually doing with regards to the 21-day challenge thing? And
the 21 days of abundance, anybody can do, and I think a lot of people have done it. To be fair, because it's out there. It's something that's been around for quite a while. I took people on the journey of it when I participated in my first one in April, when I did it during lockdown. During lockdown.
Oh, you did it during lockdown, yeah?
Yeah, and the weather was absolutely beautiful. So it really did start your day with a spark.
Okay.
And you feel so refreshed and revitalized, and it just gave you that utmost time for reflection. And it's just about you bringing back. You're basically just getting back in, drawing back in your abundance.
Yeah. So that's connecting. That's connecting spiritually with the universe, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. And it is all about you just reclaiming back your abundance that you've let go. Because no matter what, we've allowed ourselves to go into work or whatever forces and be dependent on these things, not realizing that in ourselves, we all have our own already there. So we're just going to wait.
But as I said to my daughter, we've been conditioned to let go of our abundance through what they call the school's educational system, which prepares you for work and not for abundancy. They don't teach you how to be abundant. They teach you how to, as they say, comply. Go into some little cubicle of some sort where you become part of a cog for somebody else's profit.
Yeah, very true.
And
very true.
People are not using their natural passion to drive what they want to do on this planet Earth that we live on. We're being told what we're going to do, whereas that's not what we were here for. Everybody was put on this planet to create something. You know, I mean, and I'll accept that not everybody is designed that way. Some people are happy to work on a till part-time so that they can pick up their children, because their life is about their children, as opposed to being, but they create in different ways. That's how I look at that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's about, like with my Zoom, it's about people supporting each other with what they've got to bring to the table, not something that you have to go and train for, or, you know, find your skill. You've got your skill. Everybody's got their own skills. Everybody's got that already. And everybody within their own mindset can put that out there in the open and share it. And it's about sharing. So my sharing is caring is all about us sharing what we have already within us with each other. But I can see that Samantha is asking, what does it involve? And she's talking obviously about the 21 days. Samantha, it's a 21-day process where you do some meditation. And that's the simplest way to put it. You do some meditation for 21 days. You can keep it going after if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. But for the first set of it, which is 21 days, you're doing it with another group of people, probably strangers that you don't even know. And it's all about that meditation. It's not about anything else. There's no, it's carried out in a WhatsApp group. That's what's made it quite popular. I don't know if it's something, I suppose we could try and look at evolving it onto Zoom.
That's why I brought you here. I didn't bring you here for no reason. I did not bring you here for no reason. Trust me.
I was just having a thought, and it visualized, and I thought,
yes, that's how it comes. That's how inspiration comes. That's how inspiration comes.
I'd have to do some thinking on that, because it may be that it would be, it's not just timings, it's about how it would pan out, because we'd all see each other.
Right.
And we all have to listen to the mantra. And that's fine, it can be done.
Yeah, of course it can.
Maybe what I'll do a tester with my group first.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So we'll try and do a ting. How about that?
Yeah, we love it when we try when we try to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll try and do something with the group, and if it works, then I'll broaden it out.
Okay.
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 So I'll need to use my first lot of people. Well, my second group of people as guinea pigs. I'll get their permission, and we'll see how it works. And then we'll bring it to the forefront.
I mean, I'm asking. There are people who are asking if they can be invited, or are they too late?
No, you're not too late to be invited onto WhatsApp. That's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. I can give you, but you've got my number.
Right. So what I will do. Hold on a second. Why is this thing not? Come on. What I will do is
if I press chat in here, who's going to see it?
If you press
chat where I'm at.
No, they won't see. They won't see that. But what I will do is I'm going to put your details, right? Let me create this here. Right, because then you won't get nobody who's going to waste your time this way, right? Is I will scroll your details. Hold on. There you go. I've given them your details, right? They can message you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And therefore, you won't get no time wasters. That way.
Okay.
Only people who's not going to waste your time will obviously get in touch yeah, and then they can get the necessary details from there. Because I think it's something that everyone should do if they do have the time. Because I know I got mates in here like Heinz and stuff like that, who their timetable is the thing that messes them up.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm happy to do it with people during the day, because there's still a lot of people that are at home in the day. Do you know what I mean? It's still that it's not just about working from home. There are people that are at home. So it doesn't really make much difference. It's not that you have to be on this thing at this time. We can work around it. I'm very flexible.
Oh, it's good.
Phones is mobile. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good. I'm glad that you're flexible. But yeah, that's why I thought that it'd be a good idea for me to bring you on, because like you said, there's so many people who are going through so much at the moment. And mental health is important. It's something that gets neglected. You know, it's the same way that I say that that when it comes to men and emotions and talking and chatting, we're seen as we're seen as being that we're stunted for some reason. Like men don't, because women communicate a lot more. But the thing is, I think what the beauty of the lockdown is, it's allowed people to communicate. I think they found the time to communicate.
It's brought people out more. I mean, my last Zoom was about obviously focusing on the fact that it was World Mental Health Day. So I did it on the actual Saturday.
Okay.
So what the thing for me was bringing people out there to talk about how they'd coped mentally, emotionally with this lockdown. How are they doing now? It was a checkup. It was a catch up, and you know what's happening, what's been going on for you. And it was seriously, I'm not gonna lie, it was seriously overwhelming, because people were honest, they were open, they shared their personal stuff. That's all I can say. And it's them that was like, no, we need to do this again and blah blah blah, keep it going, la la la. Because I was just looking to utilize Zoom for numbers or whatever, to just have a chat, let's have a catch up. But people have told me before, bring it back, and I've left it, gapped it. Do you know what I mean? For, I must do. So I'm not doing that no more, because that's not me. I'm not really like that.
Right. So, no, you're a doer, man. You're a doer.
I'm going to remain committed, and we're going to do it. You know, it's going to be unfortunate if it clashes with something. It probably will, but I'm going to try and make it on a set day so everybody knows it's going to happen on that day.
Yeah, I've learned that set days are very important. I've learned that. You know, people like to know they can organize themselves. That's what it is.
Yeah, of course. And I think it's important that in as much as we've had the beauty of a lot of people going onto Facebook Live and doing music, and the entertainment of music has been fantastic. You know, we do need to remember that we need to talk.
Well, I mean, that's something that we've been prevented from doing over the years. I mean, when Jeff Schumann brought Talk to Choice FM, that was a classic. You know, that once the mainstream got a hold of that station, I don't know why they sold it to them, but you know, the first thing they got rid of was Talk. You know, and when Angela Marr was on it, it had the highest ratings. When Jeff was on it, it had the highest ratings. It's not to say that we don't. I mean, we were born in music. Black people were born. Rhythm is something that's just in our soul. Do you know what I mean? But that's like when you listen to music, it's like a one-way conversation. Whereas when you're talking with people, it's a two-way conversation.
That's right.
And that makes all the difference. I mean, it's like understanding what Joy Kaz Powell is currently going through, which is a shared experience with Tina, who mentioned earlier on about her mother. You know, if we don't talk about these things, we don't know it's going on. You know, it's.
I could just about see what you've actually written.
Okay, Rudi, touching back on the earlier conversation regarding the rules, because we're talking about the 2-tier rules that have now come out, as you mentioned earlier on. I've supported my parents continuously throughout. They will have to take me away. Well done, girl. They're both over 70. My dad has dementia. So you can imagine my mum scared of her neighbors reporting her, which had caused her just as much distress as the virus, because they've got us turned on one another, but they've got us, you know what I mean, twitching the curtains, so to speak.
Do you know what? It's like, the thing is though, as Jay says, she's been supporting her parents all along. I've been supporting my elder brother all along. And
Okay.
I had this gracious letter that gave me permission to be out on the road.
Oh my God. Permission to be out on the bloody road.
Yeah. I was so, you know, that was like that was the ID badge of all ID badges.
Okay.
That was the one. You know what I mean? That made my day. When I got that, I was like, wow, I'm allowed to be out on the road. So you're telling me that I could be stopped, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And asked, what am I doing out? At the And this was way back, as I said, in April.
Bloody hell.
So I've reached, and me, along with everybody else that is supporting my brother, has their copy. So so what was that telling me then? And look where we are now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've created, you've got masks, you've got everything. We can't do, not all of us, not everybody can do the mask. Yeah, I got a WhatsApp message yesterday where some bloke has written about his dad who is in hospital, and he is suffering with the after effects of wearing a mask all day, because of breathing in everything back into his system. He's now created different issues with his lungs that he never had.
Right.
So he's been treated for that. It's not COVID. It's not COVID, whatever you want to call it, or coronavirus. It is the after effects of wearing the mask repeatedly. So imagine that one now. But you wanted to mark people off as, you know, if they went into hospital, especially the elderly, the disabled, they were penalized. The laws were written. They wrote the laws.
Yeah.
And when they wrote their laws and they signed it off, we all started getting WhatsApp messages about petitions. And the closing date was what, 2 weeks, 2 days? Come on. Then they went off on a break, having got the I think it was 3,000 or a bit more. They got the money, the MPs got the money to go off and work from home, and closed off Parliament.
Yeah. Meanwhile, giving themselves an increase in wages. They've given themselves an increase in wages. There's over £3 billion missing from the coffers from all the contracts that have been given out to people to create this vaccine. You know, and the politicians are all wrapped up in it because they're going towards their buddies who have companies and organizations. I mean, it's terrible what's going on.
It's a lot. That's what I'm saying. And for people that have dementia, and my brother's kind of bordering, they don't understand what's going on. My brother doesn't understand why he's going outside and everybody's wearing a mask. And he's asking me, and I'm explaining, and then he gets the ump and gets stroppy and says, well, that's finished now, because that lady said on the news that it was finished. And I'm like, there is no lady. There was no mention of it finishing. I know it's not finished. Okay, if you want to go in the shop, stay outside and wait for me. But him staying outside or waiting for me or wait in the car, I'll be 2 minutes, and me going in the shop, I just like have him in the forefront, forgetting that I've got to pick up this, that, and the other in the shop. Because if he decides, supposing I don't know, you know, in a split second he may decide that he's had enough and get up and
walk off. Yeah.
You know, that's another thing I've got to deal with.
Yeah, because the thing is that my brother's schizophrenic and I'm his carer, and from the day one of the pandemic, believe it or not, he the only time he comes out of his house now is just to go down the road and then go back in. He literally has no idea what's going on. He's got none. He's got none. And I tried to explain it to him the very first time it happened, where the shops were all, because I don't take him to Asda with me anymore either, because like when all the stock and everything disappeared,
Yeah.
And since that day, he has not gone back to Asda. So we're talking about nearly what, 6 months? No, is it just under 6 months? Yeah. No,
More
about
than
4
that.
months. Is it more than that? Yeah. Well, he hasn't been to the shop. Not even to buy his tobacco. So I get him his tobacco and everything. But like I said, I tried to explain to him what's going on, and it's like he's oblivious. He's totally oblivious. And in a way, I much rather him not have to go through that, because I know when I think 2 weeks ago I was walking into Asda and they tried to force me to wear the mask, and I just said, "What for?" And then she goes, "Yeah, and plus you got to buy it." And I went, "Buy it? You can fuck off. I'm not spending no money to buy a mask to walk into Asda." Yeah, and I think, and then when I went back again, I noticed that the girl was gone and people were just going in as they chose to. You know, I think which tells me that there was a lot of other people who were refusing to comply.
That's right. That's right. I started wearing the mask, but then I like realized how much it was affecting me, because it does. You get it's just like, you know what I mean? And I was like, I can't be doing this. I cannot be doing it. I'd come out, I'd pull it out, and I'd be like, and I can barely breathe myself. Do you know what I mean?
Right. That's why I've said it so many times. It just does not make any sense to me to tell me that COVID decides that it cannot go into Asda, or it cannot go into Sainsbury's, or it cannot go into,
and it won't work after time.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And what was even worse for me was when I see this and I see the figures, and I look where COVID is in terms of deaths, and you know, compared to all the other pandemics that we've had, you know, nothing is making any sense. Absolutely nothing is making any sense.
I think a lot of it is because back when we weren't even here, when they went through the war, and they had to announce that's it, the sirens went off, and you were told, lock your house down, whatever it may be, stay inside, don't come back out. We got the threat of a bomb dropping. Was different because you just had that one level of announcement. You didn't have the beauty of technology, and you did not have the insight and the forward conspiracy theories and all of this stuff. So because you didn't have that, you didn't live like that. So we are living in a pandemic time because it's the chaos of it has emerged. It's just such a furor. It's too much. So it's just, we're being told from too many different angles. If we were being told one message and it's this, and if you get it, then there's this, and you got to go through that, la 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 la. That's fine. Look now, there's long COVID.
Yeah.
Which is the after effects of getting it.
See,
but there's no after effects of getting, well, I suppose there are, but like you have vaccinations that children get from school. You get your BCG, used to get your everything to go to school to prevent you from getting infections. But there's never been a vaccine for the common cold.
Never, ever. That was the one thing.
Cold.
Yeah, never, ever. I remember when people used to say that if you can find a vaccine for, if you can find a cure for a human cold, you can be able to bottle it and sell it, you know, which is what I think that Mr. Bill Gates is trying to, I think he's trying to work that out and find ways of doing it. But what in the meantime, but the thing is that man has gone around and he's gone to India, he's gone to Africa, he's gone to various other places where he's been vaccinating people, and they've been dying. They've actually been dying, and you know, Facebook can cut me off if they want to for saying that. That's down to them. But I'm sure that there is enough information on the net for people to find for themselves and discover the truth about what this man has been doing. It's been great, babes. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you.
I do appreciate you popping in with me on a Friday. I might use Fridays as a pop-in day, you know. I think I might use Fridays as a pop-in day. It's quite an interesting one. But I I've given everybody back the 15 minutes that they lost out on me getting up late this morning, because I actually got up late.
Good.
So I'm hoping I won't get no complaints for that. And I hope you have a great weekend. And of course, I'll be watching my WhatsApp messages.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
And I will be responding accordingly.
Okay, no worries, my love.
All right.
Have a good yourself and take it easy.
Okay. So Bella's saying goodbye, everyone. And once again, as I've pointed out to you, down the bottom there, you can see her details are scrolling across the bottom. For those of you who choose to, please do get in touch. No time wasters. No time wasters. That young lady doesn't need anybody wasting her time. So please, nabada hour. Yeah, nabada hour. If you're not serious, okay. Yeah, all you got to do is click yourself out, Bella, and you're off. You're in my green room at the moment. I can see you. They can't see you, and I know that it's still there. But all you got to do is just switch it off. Just click on it, and then you're out of the green room. All right. 15 minutes more. Like 20 minutes. Yeah, you want more time? You want more time? I've actually got a meeting. Hopefully Bella will be able to still see that, Lindy. Yeah, I'm sure that she will. I'm sure that she will. Good weekend, all crew. Stay blessed. Do you want to give any details before you go, Kaz, for Zoom tonight? Because as I said, people can only go if they get an invite. There's no other way. And I think that the invite needs to come from you, or else people will feel that I'm picking and choosing who or what and all that thing. But I think it's important that that this platform is driven by us for us. That's how I'm looking at that. Okay. So yeah, the weekend is here, ladies and gentlemen. I have I'll be joining Countryman tomorrow morning. Alongside my guests who I had on Monday, which is Spice. Spice, is she in the room? Spice, Spice, and also Leaston the Crete will be on 15 Minutes with DJ Countryman and Rudi Lickwood. That's a 10 a.m. show, by the way. All right. It's banter. It's a lot of fun. There's quizzes. I think Peter Terry's going to try and redeem himself. Didn't even last 5 words, that boy. Yeah, man, me good. Yeah, that was you out, bruv. That was you out. Yeah. Have a blessed weekend, people, as Trevor says. One love, one heart. Gotta go back to work. Thank you for popping in, Trev. Much appreciated, my friend. People, it's time for you to go back onto the slave plantation. It's time for me to leave you. Thank you very much for the call, Donna. Right? Don't think that I didn't get your call. But as I got your call was the time that I was just about to go online. All right. So don't think that I just neglected it. I didn't. Right. But it's time for me to boot myself out of the room. And it's time for me to allow you guys to go. So thank you for joining me this morning. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow morning.
PM Wednesday nights.
Facebook watch parties are welcome.
If you found out that someone you used to date changed their gender, what would you do and how would you feel? If you found out, I'm repeating. If you found, hold on. Wait a minute. No. Hold on a minute. You don't set me up.
15 Minutes with DJ Countryman and Rudi.
And in the room now, he's been waiting for how many weeks? How many weeks has this guy been waiting? I know the whole room. I bet you there's comments in the room for this one. There's comments. Peter is next. Is he there? Everybody has been waiting for this battle. This is a battle that everybody has been waiting to see. It's the yes/no game.
You ain't started yet, have you?
It's the yes/no game.
Yeah, but you ain't started yet.
It is the yes/no game.
Go on then.
You cannot say yes. You cannot say no. You're not allowed to repeat. okay? And you're not allowed to stall. You're not allowed to pause. It's a fluid conversation that has to take place. And the game begins the moment I leave.
Peter Wagwan.
Things are good. Things are good.
Things are good. Things are good. You said it twice.
I am the champion.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
That's America. You sure? Well, last time I checked on Google.
No bother with it. No bother with it. No bother with it.